This time I'm going to call on Gavin again. The next generation of lighting. We've seen what we have reached up to now, and the next one will be, of course, the LED lamp. Gavin is going to give us a very nice talk about this particular lamp, a lamp that is the future of lighting.
Thank you, Les. I was going to talk about briefly the LED MR16. The LED MR16 is a 12-volt DC type of unit. And it comes in two components generally. You have to have the electronic driver and also the MR16. Right, the MR16, it's a long life, 50,000 hours. Now that there is a chip manufacturer's specification, not the LED manufacturer. So when they quote these 50,000 hours or 30,000 hours, it's from, for example, Cree, the manufacturer. The electronic people who make the MR16, it's the quality of the electronics inside that make sure that it's the 50,000 hours lamp life. The way they work 50,000 hours is the brightness decrease. So for every 1,000 hours, the LED will decrease 1 to 2% in brightness. When they get to about 70%, that's when they determine it's the 50,000 hours, and that's the rated life of the product. This particular product, which I have illustrated, which is the closest one to me, it's a 6 watt power consumption, so it's got 3 by 2 watt chips in it. There's no forward heat, there's no UV, but also because the electronics produce quite a bit of heat, it's running at 53 degrees Celsius. So you don't need to have the new heat shield on it as a normal dichroic, because it's not running at around 300 degrees Celsius, only 53 degrees Celsius. The next component, you should always buy the LEDs with the electronic driver and the LEDs so they actually match. In the old days they had the iron core, but they had lamp light problems with that. So the electronic driver, this one we've got is between 0.8 and 6.4 watt consumption on the secondary side. On the primary it's 95 to 240 volts, and there's about a 1 watt loss. So if you combine the LED MR16 at 6 watts plus the driver, it's only 7 watts. And they also have a distance about 2 metres from the LED driver to the lamp itself. So if you wanted to, you could have the LED driver and the lamp 2 metres apart, or you could have 3 2 watts and position 2 watt lamps individually up to 2 metres from the source. Now, what I've got illustrated is that the one on the right-hand side, that's the standard MR16 halogen, which is the EXN, 12 volt, 50 watt, 38 degree beam. That's 3000 Kelvin. The LED is a 6 watt, and it's a 30 degree beam, and it's actually a bit brighter than the replacement for the EXN. Now, wattage doesn't determine brightness, unfortunately, so when you're looking at LEDs, you really have to get a sample and compare it to see what you're getting with the LED's light output. The one we've got here is a 6 watt. There's a new 5 watt coming out, which is a 38 degree beam, but it's also brighter than that particular one we've got there. So the next generation is brighter again.